At the 2013 World Championships, on badminton's biggest stage, the spotlight shone brightly on Lee Chong Wei, a man carrying the weight of a nation and chasing the one title that had always slipped through his grasp. Standing across the net was the world number 8, Tommy Sugiarto, a talented and dangerous opponent in his prime, fully capable of challenging anyone on his day. On paper, this quarterfinal promised a tight contest, a top 10 clash, a fight for a place in the semifinals, a match that should have tested both men to their limits. But what unfolded was something else entirely, as the scoreboard told a striking story, 21-6, 21-9. It was not a reflection of a lack of quality from Sugiarto, but rather a showcase of Lee Chong Wei performing at an extraordinary level, sharp, focused, and relentless on one of the sport's biggest stages. So what exactly made Lee Chong Wei so dominant that day, even against a world-class top 10 opponent? Let's go back to the night when world number 8 had no chance against Lee Chong Wei. As the match began, Lee Chong Wei stepped in aggressively at the net, taking the shuttle early and forcing Tommy Sugiarto to lift under pressure.
So I've got a big history. 1983. Athletes that have followed their father, and you know, Johan Cruyff, Jordi was never considered quite as good as his father.
Lee Chong Wei was able to take the upper hand early with his net plays, forcing Tommy Sugiarto onto the defensive.
And in India, of course. Zheng Ming, a little wobbly in the round before against another of the Indonesian players, Rumbaka. And Rumbaka's tactics was to play it very soft. Don't get into any really quick action against Lee Chong Wei.
Tommy's attack was equally dangerous when he managed to take the net.
Actually, given his opponent enough respect and hadn't prepared that well, and he said, I'll be different tomorrow, and indeed, he was different the next day when he played against Wang Zhiming.
Did you believe that?
Become a father, and
sure.
There's almost been so much talk, and Lee Chong Wei will be in the final of the World Championships, and because Lin Dan hasn't been playing regularly on tour, this will be Lee Chong Wei's year. This is when he will win it. And everybody's it's almost as if you get talked into it yourself. You know, instead of doing your normal thing and preparing in the way that you always have done to achieve the incredible results that he has achieved over the years.
For most players, Tommy's quick push would force a defensive reply, but Lee Chong Wei's reflex intercepted it with a sharp backhand.
We've got a few matches to go yet.
Exactly.
All the time, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's one that I, as a badminton fan, would love to see, and that's not that I want to see Tommy Sugiarto beaten here today. I mean, it's just that...
But we were in London the last 2 years, weren't we?
Yeah.
A perfectly executed slice smash from Lee Chong Wei landed right on the line.
Let's live up to the billing. But, so far, so good for Lee Chong Wei here.
No, it's perfect.
That's good.
A flawless spinning net shot from Tommy Sugiarto, immediately followed by a steep jump smash. But what's surprising is that Tommy struggled to win any points from Lee Chong Wei in the rallies that followed, despite having showcased his full attacking ability earlier.
Faced Lee Chong Wei 6 times, you've lost 6 times. And then you come out and he is by far the superior.
Lee Chong Wei shifted into full aggression, boosting his speed and closing the court with lightning-quick movement, allowing him to take control of rallies before Sugiarto could even settle into his shots.
Oh my goodness. happens. You see,
He
look
even
at
got
that.
that back. I mean, not only did he get back, he's in the rally again. And then he plays a winner. I mean,
Tommy's powerful smashes, which had worked earlier, were no longer had the same impact. Lee Chong Wei read them flawlessly, returning each shot with remarkable precision and composure.
some of the others that was more crucial there.
I can't help frustrated for Jan Jorgensen that he didn't ever seem to actually try and win the rally. He was so intent on getting the rally, has that extra level. He can retreat.
For Tommy, it almost feels like playing against a wall, despite he's actually a world number 8.
Crown his career, well, Lee Chong Wei deserves it, but unfortunately you don't just get it for what you deserve, you've got to actually go out and win it. This kind of badminton would put him in good stead if he can keep producing it.
Lee Chong Wei almost pulled it off again, and just imagine how Tommy Sugiarto must have felt if that shuttle crossed the net.
Sensational.
21-6. Lee Chong Wei completely dictated the pace and left the world number 8 searching for answers. As the second game began, Lee maintained the intensity, refusing to give Sugiarto any rhythm.
Wasn't service over.
Soon, Tommy Sugiarto began to find a small opening. A few sharp attacks, combined with some unforced errors from Lee Chong Wei, allowed him to string points together and briefly take the lead. For a moment, the momentum seemed to shift.
Yeah, it's nicely done. And I think Lee Chong Wei, I think his length of shot in the opening game was absolutely superb. Clears.
But at 7-5, the pattern started to repeat. Just as Sugiarto looked ready to build control, Lee Chong Wei was about to perform the same dominance all over again.
Oh, clever again.
Lee Chong Wei added deception to his shots. A small holds at the net froze Tommy in place, making it even harder to read his intentions.
So he can have played the faster shot at the last moment to play the little block. You don't have those options if you come from underneath the shuttle. Seven adrift.
A delightful cross-court net shot, played so tightly over the tape that it left absolutely no room for a return.
About this contest, and that's not damning really on Tommy Sugiarto. First appearance and a silver that came in his last. One colour missing. Some joy at last for Indian badminton today.
Oh, goodness.
In a glimpse, Lee Chong Wei turned a 5-7 deficit into a commanding 15-7 lead, reeling off 10 consecutive points in a breathtaking display of control and momentum.
He is human.
Even a half-court lift, normally a guaranteed smash winner, came straight back off Lee Chong Wei's racket.
As we were saying earlier, it's not just getting it back, he's...
You don't want to get in that.
Lee Chong Wei counters a powerful drive from Tommy Sudiarto with a delicate, soft return. The change of pace sets up a counterattack opportunity.
Well, Tommy Sugiarto hasn't been able to live with Lee Chong Wei, and he has 11 match points here, the world number one. And there we go.
21-6, 21-9. A scoreline that tells the story of complete control. On that night, Lee Chong Wei displayed a level of skill, anticipation, and composure that few could match. For world number 8 Tommy Sudiarto, it was a match where even his best attacks met an opponent who was simply untouchable. When the history books look back, this match stands as a reminder. Sometimes, even the very best have no chance when they face a legend at his absolute peak.